Hi there, Loy Machedo, Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com, and it's Loy Machedo. Date is 29th February 2016. Time right now is 7:43 in the evening. I got this letter from one of my friends who has been friends with me on Facebook for a couple of years. So I don't want to reveal her name, but I definitely want to read her letter and give her a video response. So here she says, "Dear Loy, I want to tell you so much more. You're such an inspiration, and I truly admire you." Well, thank you very much. The feeling is always mutual. I'm friends with you is because you have been amazing yourself. And, I keep deleting people from my Facebook list, but I've never deleted you because, you're someone who adds a lot of value into my life. Because I admire you even more every time I listen to you, to your talks and things that you say and do. Well, my dearest, I always speak my heart out. That's who I am and what I am. Okay, I wish I had someone like you in my life who could mentor me and help me overcome the obstacles that have kept me stuck in the same place for so very long. We all need mentors. We all need someone whom we can take our guidance, whom we can take, some sort of a direction, because everyone needs a mentor. Everybody needs a mentor. There's a lot of people who feel they don't need mentors. You need mentors, whether it's for sports, whether it's for health, whether it's for career, anything. You always need a mentor. So it's always good and very important to have someone like that. Okay, I wish I had someone like you in my life who could mentor me. Okay, I'm currently in such a low point in my life, and I know I need a change, and I need it now. Not now, I need it yesterday. Well, if you know that you need to change, then I think you definitely should go ahead and do whatever it takes to change. Okay. For the last year, I've been living like an animal trapped within the four walls of my flat. That's a pretty graphic description. Okay. I have been jobless for more than a year. Now that is something really bad. To be without a job to have, no means of earning an income is something horrible. Okay. I live with absolutely no income at all. That is terrible. I can't even express in words how horrible that must be. Okay, I can't pay my bills. I can't afford anything for my kids. I'm definitely not happy with my life I'm currently living. That is indeed a really, horrible way to live. That's really terrible. I've been struggling so hard to find a job, but it's become mission impossible. It's not that. One second. Hey, keep quiet. It's not that it is impossible to get a job. You can get a job. See, look, I don't want to be a self-righteous guy and say that, talk while being here and not being there. It's very easy for me to talk or give advice. It's very easy for anyone to give advice. But, if you really want something bad, truly, truly bad, you'll somehow find a way to get it. Because, this is from my experience. When push comes to shove, when it comes to a point of absolute desperation, when you know that you're going to die, you'll do whatever it takes to live, whatever. Cheat, lie, steal, whatever. I'm not telling you to do that, but I still believe if someone wants something really, really bad, they will go all out to get it. So I don't want you to lose hope, because it might be hard, but eventually you will get there. Okay? So I'm thinking on doing something on my own, but that is also impossible without money and political connections in this fucking country. See, don't get into starting a business, because business is a totally different ballgame, very different ballgame. Don't think of starting a business. No, I would not recommend you doing that, because if you think of getting into business, well, you have to invest a lot of things. So if you are planning to start something on your own, do it as a freelancer, as an independent consultant, where your overheads are less, where you don't have to invest much money, but you can provide a service. So I suggest start providing a service instead of having products. And if you're buying products, remember this, there's always a problem of paying the money immediately, having the product stuck with you for quite a long time and not being able to sell it. And then, you would have to sell it on a loss if you get desperate, or maybe sometimes nobody would buy it. Remember, dead stock is something we really need to be careful. Okay? I often think about the things that make me happy and what I would do to choose for a living. And I always end up in doing something similar to what you do. Good. That is the first step. You're able to see things clearly. Okay? I am most definitely, I'm sure that my mission in life is to do something of public speaking, teaching people that they can be happy in their life and they do to deserve to live a life of their dreams. Okay, now there are three things here. One is you're speaking about public speaking. Now, public speaking, I've been doing this for 16 years, more than 17, 18 years. So it has come it has more like come naturally to me, but I had to work on it. So if you're planning to do something on public speaking or hold events or seminars, remember that it's a business. It is not easy to just sell slots. People need to pay money to hear you speak. So that's a kind of dicey. Now the next one which you're thinking about is teaching people that they can be happy in their life. Now I kind of suppose that you're moving into life coaching. Remember, there are processes. There's a process for how to do life coaching. There's a technique of how to do it. I attended, for 2 years, I went to every seminar possible to learn these strategies and techniques. So it's not just being a listener and telling them, okay, these are the 5 things you need to do. No, it's an art. It's an art which you need to learn, and telling people to live a life of their dreams. And that, I presume, is life coaching or motivational speaking. That is kind of outdated. It used to work in the early 80s. Now it doesn't work anymore, because if you tell people you need to live a life of your dreams, people ask you, so are you living a life of your dreams? Because they would, if you want to teach people karate, they would want to see that you have a 4th Dan black belt, or you have accomplishments. Others, nobody's going to buy what you say. Especially, one of the reasons why consultants fail is they try to go and give businessmen advice, and the reason why businessmen don't fall for these advices or they don't go for it is because they keep telling themselves, "I'm earning much more than this guy. Why should I take his advice?" So okay. I know my destiny is to spread happiness and love. I just had to find a way to do it. Okay, now this is your assumption of your destiny. Your destiny is to spread happiness and love. I think you need to find happiness and love in your life first before you try to find happiness and fulfillment in other people's lives. So I think your mission right now is to discover you. I just have to find a way to do it. Yes, you need to find first a way to do it for yourself. Just the other day, I accidentally ended up in some sort of workshop about making dreams come true. It's good, but be kind of careful, because they kind of give you wishy-washy, high inspirational, motivational stuff, but they don't give you a strategy. They just pump you up, make you feel great, and they don't give you a direction. So be careful of that. And the lady who calls herself a dream coach, yeah, that's bullshit. Okay, was so dull, tedious, boring, tiresome, and not interesting at all. Well, the thing is, even though she might be boring or terrible, whatever, but she is a businesswoman and she's making her money. So I think that is what you need to understand. And all she did was give some quotes from Dr. Wayne Dyer and Neil Donald Walsh. True, there are many hocus pocus people like that. In fact, you'd not believe there are many people who give Tony Robbins seminar here in UAE, but they've not taken permission from Tony Robbins himself. They're using his image. They're using the title of his seminars and packages, and they keep bullshitting people like this. She gave nothing of herself to me and the people who came to listen to her. It's normal. She seemed so cold, empty, so soulless and heartless, and her words sounded acting and learned nothing else. Well, I think she was not very effective as a strategist, because as a speaker, because if you're a speaker, you need to connect to your audience. Okay. And I'm glad you're intelligent enough to see through her, okay? And I then thought to myself, hey, she got paid for this shit. Fuck, hell, you could do that too, and you would do that 1,000 times better than she did. See, here I just want to caution you on one thing. When you look at things from a vantage point, we always feel we could have done a lot of things better. But when it actually comes to doing it, I think that is where the challenge takes place. So I don't doubt your capacity to do it better. All I'm saying is, it looks easy, but it's not easy. But I'm sure she must have been terrible, because if you didn't connect to her at all, and you are asking all these questions, I think she was not effective as a speaker. Okay? Okay. At least you know how to make people better about themselves and how to make people smile. Maybe one of these days I'll find the courage within myself to move my ass and start doing something with my life. See, maybe one of these days I will find the courage within myself. You don't need to find courage. You already have courage. It's there within you. I'm pretty sure if someone was going to hurt you or harm you, or your child was in trouble, you would not search for courage. You would just be there. So courage is there. So we need to be careful what words we use to trick ourselves and fool ourselves. So there's no maybe one of these days. You have the courage. And the courage within yourself to move your ass, you have it in you to move your ass. You don't need courage for that. You just need the drive. And you don't need to say, one day I'll get the drive. You have the drive. You just need to do it. So the question is, do you want to do it or you don't want to do it? So I think what you need to do is tell yourself the statement every time. I choose. Say, I choose to do this or I choose not to do this. Not maybe one day I'll have the courage. So how you rephrase that by saying, I choose not to move my ass. I choose to move my ass. So, always some action is better than no action. Okay? Anyway, I don't know why I'm writing this. I guess I just wanted you to know that you're an inspiration to me. Well, thank you very much. And the reason why you wrote it is because you wanted to share it with someone. And probably so many people around the world, every time I feel low, I listen to your inspirational speeches and watch some of your videos. I'm sure that one day, when I finally do start changing something in my life, a part of it will be your credit, and because you are an inspiration that you are. See, I really appreciate that you're writing from your heart, but I'll tell you this. You need to take complete responsibility and accountability for what you're doing. You have it in you. Do not postpone this. Do not say one day. It's now. It's now. Ask yourself, what am I going to do now? And whatever you do, say, I choose to do this now. So even if you do nothing, say, I choose not to do anything. So when you use the statement, I choose, your mind and your brain will stop looking at yourself as a victim and see yourself as a person. So even if you don't get a job, it's not market conditions, it's not others. Say, I choose not to get a job. So you take total responsibility and accountability. Okay? Thank you for sharing so many great things, and keep doing what you're doing because you're great at what you do. Love. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you, sweetheart, is you have everything it takes to succeed, to survive, to make something of yourself. Just take responsibility, take accountability, and start changing the communication you have with yourself, because the communication you have with yourself is what makes a difference. So don't say, maybe one day when I have the courage and all that. Say, I choose to do this or I choose not to do this. And everything that you do, just say, I choose. And I think that will make a big difference. So my dearest, thank you very much for writing to me and giving me the permission to give you a response via video. If there's anything that I can do from my side, let me know. Love to hear from you. And it's amazing that we have been friends for so long. And I've kept you because you're special to me. Loy from LoyMachedo.com and LoyMachedo.com. Give a response to his friend who wanted some pep talk and wanted to listen to my view on her letter. So goodbye for now.